Hi everyone, this is Nate with another Backcountry beer review. Today I'm on top of Ute Mountain in New Mexico. It is one of the highest points on the Taos Plateau. It overlooks the Rio Grande Gorge to the south, as you can see in the background, and is actually the highest point in the Rio Grande del Norte National Monument. This is a very isolated peak. It took me a while to get here, both hiking and driving, but I think it was well worth it. The views are, even though they're sort of limited, not 360, they're supremely gorgeous. The beer I'm going to be reviewing is Santa Fe Brewing from where else? Santa Fe, New Mexico. Their Adobe Igloo, which is a winter ale brewed with cacao nibs and chilies. All right, so this beer actually has quite a bit on the can, and I will say that the can design is beautiful. So props to whoever designed this can, props to Santa Fe Brewing, really beautiful can design. So it's the Adobe Igloo winter ale brewed with cacao and chilies. It's 6% alcohol by volume, and the can says, Adobe Igloo is beer from New Mexico with the flavor of New Mexico inside a can that's inspired by New Mexico. Like a tamale inside an enchilada concealed in a burrito, it's also the most unique spin on a winter warmer you'll have all season, with subtle additions of cacao nibs and red chili. It's New Mexico in liquid form. So I'm definitely thirsty, can't wait to drink this, but man, that description actually made me pretty hungry too. So let's open it up. Time for a sip. That's really, really delicious. I would say immediately when I drink this, I'm reminded of like chocolate milk. And probably maybe a more accurate thing to say would be like Ovaltine, since you do get that malty note. And of course, Ovaltine is pretty Christmas appropriate if you're a fan of the Christmas Story. It's really not very bitter. I don't know what the IBUs are on this, but I'd assume it's pretty low. I do get a little bit of like an initial fruitiness too. I'd attribute that probably to the malt, but it does, because of like the chili and the cacao, it actually reminds me of like Mexican hot chocolate. It does have like that kind of like, maybe my brain just wants to think it's there, but it has that kind of like baking spice or maybe like star anise type flavor. As far as the chili notes go, I've drunk several beers that have green and red chili in them, and this one is fairly restrained. You know, a lot of times when breweries put green chili or red chili in their beer, they want you to know it's there, possibly to the detriment of the overall beer. This beer, the chili is just like subtly sitting there, providing like extra depth. Like you get a little bit on the front, and then kind of at the very finish, it's not even heat, it's not heat, but it is sort of like just that earthy New Mexican red chili spice. It's really, really good. Cocoa powder that you use for baking. So like, you know, unsweetened, you just open it up and you smell it, and it's got that like almost dusty, just cocoa-y flavor, aroma really, but that's like what I'm getting from this in that middle section there, you know. It's going down easy. I'm already halfway empty, and it's warming me up, everything but my feet that is, so cheers guys. Have a backcountry beer for me. New Mexico, Colorado, New Mexico, Colorado.